Welcome, I'm your Walmart superhero.
Hello guys. I just got our first order. It's a single for 3.8 miles, 14 items. Easy money. Hello guys. I just got another order. 8.4 miles for $41.98. Pretty good, decent order. It's a house. So let's get this money. Okay, I got my next order for 4.4 miles for $37.30. It's a batch of 2. We'll see how it goes. Got another order, $14.95 for 1.3 miles, 5 items. Small order, easy order. Okay, let's get it. Hello guys, I got another order for $38.20. $38.20 for 4.6 miles. 4.6 miles, a batch of 2 orders. Small orders each, so let's get it. Hello guys, I got the final order of the day. Is for $24.84, 4.5 miles. Let's do it. Hello guys, I finished the day. I did. Let's check how much we have made. We did pretty good today. I know we did. Today, let's see. 91.44 of trip earnings and 85.59 of tips. We did 177 with 3 cents, which is pretty good for today. It was pretty good, and I finished at 1 o'clock. Well, I just dropped off the last order, so it's 1:22. So about 1:20, 1:15. Anyways, it was a good day. The weather was not that bad. Weather's pretty good. It's not hot. It's like in the, it is up above 90s. Anyways, I wanted to tell you guys some pointers. I want to give you guys some pointers. If you're starting to do Spark, concentrate on the metrics. The only ones that really do matter, especially the one that really matters, is your customer rating. Try to keep it as close as 5.0, and then also the top 2, which is the on-time delivery and the completion rate. And the shopping it's a hit and miss with the shoppings. I mean, you can't do nothing about that one. But just try to. The acceptance rate doesn't really matter. It used to matter updates before, but now it doesn't really matter. It's the customer rating. They're more focused on the customer rating, and you be closer to the Walmart. In some areas, they're already changing that. In my area, it hasn't hit that market yet. It hasn't hit in our market, I mean. So it's still based on the old system, which is you still have to be close to Walmart, and you have to have the good ratings. So I've been showing you guys the last 3 days how I've been doing. You know, I've been doing pretty good. You've seen my orders. You've seen how decent paid the orders are. Yeah, I do get hit with the bad orders. Another thing is how to set up your car. I usually drive an SUV because this is my work cart. Usually I try to get an SUV to do deliveries because you fit more and you can be more organized. In a car, I feel in a small car, I feel it's more crowded and more difficult to have the stuff that you really need that helps you out for the deliveries. Like me, I have 3 bins, 2 medium-sized bins and 1 large bin for the trunk. That's for all the small stuff, usually like the canned foods and stuff like that. I don't like them to be rolling around into the car and then I'm missing an item. Later on I find it in the car. No, the bins avoids all that. I have the lids for the bins. The reason why I have a little dolly, not dolly, I mean I have a cart, a foldable cart, those big carts. That cart helps me a lot. That cart, oh my god, dude, it helps me. That cart, I load it up with the big bin. I put it in there with all the groceries that was already in there. Close the lid. If I have waters, I put it on top of the lid, and any sodas or stuff like that, or little small stuff that I can carry by hand. And if I have way more than that, what I do, I use the other 2 bins that I have extra, and I fill those up with the extra groceries, stack it up with that first big bin on top of those, and then if I have a water or 2, I put it on top, or on top of the big bin, and then the small bins on top. Either way, I transport everything in one trip. I try to do that. And then I just purchased a dolly that goes through the stairs. It has 3 wheels, and it rotates as you're going through up the stairs or down the stairs. That's good for those bins in the waters, especially the apartments, 3rd floor apartments, or if you live in an area that have more floors, that would help you out a lot, and more opportunities to get good paying jobs without hurting your back a lot or getting tired. Those are the pointers, and that's why I love the SUV, because I can fit that equipment on one side of behind me, while I have the other bin on the other side where I can still get the groceries for the orders. And also I have plenty of room for the trunk side. So it's good to have that equipment. I have 2 phones. A lot of people think I'm cheating, I'm running some bot or whatever. I have been accused of that many times. But the reason why I have 2 phones, this phone, I use it for my music, because this car does not have good antenna, and it doesn't get really good stations or anything. So I use my phone to Bluetooth it, and I play all my music on this phone, and I focus this phone just for orders. All I do is spark on this main phone, which is my main line, and then I hotspot it to this phone to do the music. Both phones are they're very good. This one's the Galaxy S24 regular, and this is the Galaxy S23 Ultra, which is the bigger one, and that's why I like it. And they both have great processors. They're great on doing this gig job. That's one thing, is try to get also good internet, good signal, good service. I usually try, I have Verizon, so Verizon is really good in my area. In your area, it might be T-Mobile, it might be Boost Mobile, it might be whatever, Sprint, but my area is really good for Verizon. So we get the 5G ultra wideband, and that's good internet. And when orders come in clear, they come in on time, they don't lag, none of that. And the phones are quick, so it doesn't take too long to process. Anyways, those are my pointers. I don't like Apple. People love Apple. They can do with their iPhones. The iPhones are good for the people who like them. I personally prefer Android. I have used Android all my life, so I prefer Android. That's my choice. But anyways, yeah, those are the pointers. Hopefully that helps with your deliveries. Also, read notes. That's another pointer, is always try to read the customer notes. People will write things there that you need to put attention. Also, I don't knock. I used to knock a lot. Because it says in the app, it does say in the app, please knock when after you deliver, or ring the bell. And I don't. The reason why, because a lot of people don't like it. They don't like to be bothered, unless it says in the notes. If it says specifically, it says in the notes to knock or ring bell, do it. If it says do not knock, do not ring bell, there you go, you're all set. So that's why I have it I already have it set in my mind not to ring or knock. So if I get that message, don't ring, don't knock, anyways, I don't do it, so it's fine. But I do put attention when it does say, please ring, please knock. Then I ring and knock. I remember those. It's easier that way. And my customer rating has been 4.9. Been trying to see if I can bring it up to 5.0, but 4.9 is perfectly good. I've been getting decent orders. I still been working good. So that's if you ever fall back on your ratings, try to follow what I just told you. And a pointer, once your ratings you're trying to bring your ratings back up, message the customer, letting them, thanking them for placing the order and for you giving them their service. And if they have any complaints or any, tell them that they can rate you. And so you can message a short message. I used to have a little message, a pre-recorded message that I'll just copy and paste every delivery, because at one point I did drop it to 4.6, I think, or 4.7, and I wanted to bring it up, and that helps a lot, and it speeds up the ratings, because most people don't rate good drivers. They only rate the bad ones. Those are the ones they remember the most. The decent, good drivers, decent orders, they don't rate. Most of them don't. I mean, there is people they do, but most of them don't. And if you remind them, most likely they will. They'll go back there and they'll rate you. So that's another pointer. But like I said, I've been doing this for 4 years, so I pretty much know a little bit of a thing or two. I'm not saying I'm a freaking professional. I'm not saying I'm the best of the world. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I know how to do my job. I've been doing it for 4 years, and I have had a lot of mistakes. I've done a lot of things that I'm surprised, that I did them. But hey, we all do mistakes. We all are humans, and that's how we learn. We learn from our mistakes. Anyways, thank you for viewing my video. Hopefully it's helpful. I'll bring more tips later on. I'll even do story time about certain deliveries. I have plenty of stories of things that has happened. I'll keep you tuned on those. But anyways, good talking to you guys. Hopefully you guys can subscribe. You can comment, do all that, like and share. Anyways, see you tomorrow. Good day.